Hi, I'm Cheryl. We'll be making this beautiful Easter card today. Got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of stamping layers here, and there's some embossing in the background here, just a stripe of it coming up. So let's get started on our card. Got a piece of Whisper White that's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored and folded at 4 1/4. That's our card base. You'll need a piece of basic black. It's approximately 3 by 4. I've already cut an oval out because there's nothing special about it, and you don't need to watch me do that. And I have another little piece of Whisper White here. It's about 3 by 4. I'm using these. These are embossing folders, but they just do a narrow band of embossing. And I used this one on the original card, but I think just to switch things up, I'm going to use this one. It's just a little bit different, so I'll keep that out. Off on the side here, I have my got my Cuddle Bug and some plates, and we'll get to that when the time comes. Stampin' Dimensionals, we're going to use those. You use the Easter Message stamp set. That's from the new 2017 Occasions catalog, and we'll be using the cross. I'll put Happy Easter on the inside. I didn't do that on my original, but for you, I'll just do it. And then I have the Bible verse down here. He is not here, he is risen. We'll be using that. Then from Happy Celebrations, and this is also from the Occasions catalog, the 2017 Occasions catalog, there's this big old ink blotch here. And it looks much smaller on here than it actually is. There's the stamp itself. And you see, it's pretty big. We're going to use that. That will go behind our cross. And then we need our layering ovals, Framelits dies. We'll be using the largest oval. Where'd they go? There we go. We're using the largest oval. That's what I cut the black out, the black oval from. And then the next to the largest oval I'm going to keep out, because I'll need that for cutting our cross image. So let me find an empty spot here, put that to the side. Then the inks I'm using a Memento Black, Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, and Tangerine Tango. We'll need our Tombow. We always need Tombow, it seems. And let's get to stamping. Okay, so we'll start out. And, I'm going to need something to wipe my stamp off with. I don't want to use diaper wipes because I found that sometimes the diaper wipes, whatever's in the diaper wipes, it'll change the color of your ink a little bit. And I don't want that. So I just have my rag thing here. This microfiber cloth. And you can see that it's well loved. So I'll get my Daffodil Delight out because we're going to start with that. We'll get our small piece of Whisper White. Then we're going to ink up. And you know what? I'm going to put this is just a little piece of fun foam. I'm going to put that down underneath. I don't usually do this, but I don't know. It just makes me feel better with a big image stamp like this to have that little cushion underneath there to get a better print from my stamp. So we're going to put that down there and just stamp right across and give it a little wiggle. Okay, that's not too bad. It could be better. See, that's why I like to have something under it. I think that would have come out much different. And the stamp is, well, no, it's not really distressed on this one. Some of the stamps are distressed, so they come out kind of odd like that. I could probably give it a little spritz. Now I just turned my stamp over, so the first time I stamped, I had this side facing down. This time I'm going to have this top side facing down. And I'm going to overlap it a little bit with the Daffodil Delight. And this is our Tangerine Tango. And let me really press that in, because I want to get lots of tangerine on there. There we go. So I'll wipe that off. And you notice I'm going lightest color to the darkest, just in case I don't wipe all my ink off. It's not gonna totally mess up my the stamp pad that I'm using next. Okay, and now we have our Melon Mambo. We'll get that out. And I'm gonna stamp that. I'm gonna turn it over again. Okay, so on the last one, this part here was facing downward towards the bottom of the paper. This time this will face down, just to make it look a little different. And I'm going to overlap just a little bit with this one also, and give that a good press. And see how that came out. Oh, nice. I love these colors together. They're a little bit darker than they're going to be when they dry. You saw my card. This is how it looks when it's dry. And this is what we're looking at right now. So next is stamping our cross. Ink that up with the Memento black. Close that up for the moment. And we're going to stamp that. We're going to center that over all these nice color swatches here that we have. Okay, there we go. Got a nice image there. And while we have this out, or right in front of us, let's bring in the Cuttlebug. Oy, it weighs a ton. Not really. And we'll put our paper down. We've got the base plate, we've got a B plate. Then I'm going to center this, center the oval around the cross image, and I have some of my almost not sticky at all anymore masking tape. I guess I'm going to have to spring for a new piece of masking tape. And then C plate goes on top. I just use that to hold it in place. If you've got something with the magnetic platforms, like the Big Shots, then you probably won't have to do the tape thing. But as far as I know, they don't make a magnetic platform for the Cuttlebug yet. Okay, so there we go. We've got that cut out. That's going to get glued down on our piece of black. Let's see, where did I put that? Off to the side here. And let's do that right now. We'll put some Tombow on there. Put that down and center it. Oh, I see a couple of sparkles on my paper here. I must have picked them up off of my off my silicone mat. I thought I had them all cleaned up. Just when I think they're all the sparkles are gone, another one shows up. Okay, so now we're going to do our embossing next. So I have my card base right here, and I have my little strip embossing folder, and it's just like a regular embossing folder except that it's just a strip. So we'll take that and we're going to put it in, oh, about an inch. Let me measure it. Yeah, it's about an inch from the edge. I think I'm going to put put my piece of tape on there too, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So I've got my platform, I've got a B plate, and I need another B plate for embossing. So I'll put that on top. Put my loved B plate on top and run that through. Oh, I hope I put it right side up. I didn't even check. And I did. So where the name is, that's the right side up. I was pretty sure I put it right side up, but when I'm cranking it through, I just thought, oh, maybe I didn't. So let's get this closed up and out of here. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so we've got our embossed strip. Our cross is going to go right over top of that. I'm going to have it towards the top and centered over our embossed strip. And our sentiment is going to go right down here. So I'll leave that in place to guide me. Bring my sentiment here. Ink it up. And carefully stamp it down in the corner here. And there we go. Almost finished with the card. We need those dimensionals next. Oh, you know what? I promised I was going to do the inside. Let's do the inside. Because I might get to the end of this card and forget all about that. So I've got my Happy Easter stamp. I'm going to ink that up. And I'll center it side to side and kind of towards the top. And there we go. We got our Happy Easter impression. I know. That's not something I do a lot, is it? Okay, we can put our ink away. I've got my cross that's already glued down on my black oval, and we can just put some dimensionals, and I'm going to put them on the long side here. I'm just going to put a couple of them because it's going to, this is going to straddle our embossed area. Boy, that card looks boring without this, the colors in this, this oval on there. Okay, there we go. We'll just get those off, peel the backs off, give them a little poke so it's easier. I could probably have gotten away with just 2 dimensionals on each side, but I just get carried away. And we'll center that over the embossing, and there we go. Our card's complete. If you've liked this video, then be sure to hit the like button so I know people like my videos. If you'd like to subscribe and see more of my videos, then hit that subscribe button. That's down there too. Let's see which way. That way. And I'll have all the materials that I used here listed down below also. And if you'd like to shop with me, I am an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And you can do that either through my website or my Facebook page. So y'all take care, stay safe, and happy stamping.